What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and it's episode 2, technically 1, I don't know, of our Washington football team franchise. And today we start out with a nice trade for finally a lineman. We trade Ryan Kerrigan off for Deion Dawkins, and then we took Long off them because they just couldn't afford Kerrigan on his own. And of course, you know that team loves their defense, so another huge addition to that defense. Probably becomes their best pass rusher by far, right? Now, as far as this Long guy goes, if he's decent, I'm sorry, Long, but that salary's kind of gone. But then again, they probably had to pay him a little. Nah, I don't know. They probably wouldn't have been that much. There also is one more free roster spot on the team. And if I'm not mistaken, Ronald Leary actually is a free agent. I mean, obviously he is here, but I think he is legitimately a free agent. We're going to sign him. And I think this line becomes immediately better. There's some other names here, but I don't know if there's anyone we should really go for. So I completely forgot to sell out. So if you like this series, you want to see more of it, and hell, maybe even we do it, I wouldn't say daily, but maybe daily in the future. Maybe leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. But the most important thing you can do, well, like and subscribe, you know, that's pretty important. Most important thing you can do, though, is maybe join me on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. Maybe follow me there, because tonight we'll be doing a stream of some sort, maybe around 9 or probably 10 p.m. Central Standard Time for the early release of Madden 21. Finally be off this damn, I almost said blessed trial, which it is a blessed trial, but it's also a curse. It's like 10 hours. What do I do? Anyways, enough rambling. Let's get on to this one and probably lose poorly. And I have heard the feedback. Antonio Gandy Golden is a guy that I was thinking about moving up the roster as well. Of course, kind of rough as far as his speed stats. Trey Quinn, how old is Trey Quinn? 24, 6 foot tall. Steven Sims does make more sense as a slot receiver. It's just he has the most potential, and he is more athletically gifted than Gandy Golden. It isn't always about how tall you are at certain positions, so I'm having some trouble sometimes there. And as far as running back goes, Antonio Gibson, I don't know why I just completely ignored him. He definitely is a guy that I want to see the field a lot more than I was going into this expecting. You know, I for some reason I thought he was really slow, but I was thinking it might have been Antonio Gandy Golden instead of Gibson, so not sure exactly why I left that out. Sheriff will be at right guard and Leary at left guard. The offensive line is dramatically improved. Tight end it's something. It's definitely something. Of course, we'll have to change that number as well. And then defensively, a lot of people want us to go back to 3-4 like we're supposed to be. 4-3. I was so confused for a second. 4-3, but I feel like a 3-4 fits us better, and we're able to use the 3 defensive linemen. So I think we'll stick with this for now, and then if it doesn't work out, we will switch back, which we can kind of make maybe like a multiple type defense, I suppose. You know, maybe kind of shifts in between. We also needed another wide receiver, so we're going to be going with Emmanuel Hall. We're going to have to find one player to release, though. Definitely need another wide receiver on the list. Maybe another offensive lineman gets cut from the team. Look at Ronald Leary already helping out the team, trying to teach players how to play, and I don't know who the hell Keith Ishmael is. I don't know who that is. And now he gets a little bit of awareness. Nice. And of course, we unfortunately know that preseason has been canceled. The team has been practicing hard, and they've now finally allowed us to show one team practice to the public, so hopefully we can put on a good show. Today we will be practicing the dagger concept. And of course, we've been looking to go short this practice period just because we feel like we need to get as many yards as we can. The big play isn't going to really be there outside of maybe Terry McLaurin. And of course, we have a lot of different running backs in the rotation, so many different players for different situations, so it's going to not really be one set player this season, so get ready for that. Nice little play to Thaddeus Moss. A silver at least has been gained, which is nice. Taking a little bit of a riskier throw here, and absolutely hammered is Thaddeus Moss. Maybe not a great play, a little bit of a hospital pass, but at least it wasn't intercepted. That's the main goal, and Thaddeus Moss going to gain the 5 yardage place. I mean, we're getting a decent bit of chunk there. kind of what we were looking for. Not really getting the separation downfield as we wanted, but, you know, at least there was someone open. Thaddeus Moss consistently got open on that set of plays. And now we're looking on blitzing, which this team will be doing a lot of. I'm kind of crap at this game now, so just throwing that out there. It's going to be a tough one. I have everything on base because, you know, we don't really know how the game's going to play out. Chase Young dropping back. Of course, a lot of people were concerned about that for our 3-4, but I'm okay with that every once in a while. Why not? We're stuck hard. Get a swat in there. Oh, my. Darby did a really good job there, but nobody else did. And what number is Darby going to wear? I think a lot of people wanted us to change Bryce Love's number. Darby. Oh, wow, that's unfortunate. Darby was the only one there. That is a risky coverage when there's like 4 or 5 guys on the field. And there you go. Okay, so a 4 out of 5 for both practice types. Not the worst thing in the world. Hey, talking to Reuben Foster, a guy that obviously will be a big piece to this defense. Not a bad practice at all. Not at all. Something tells me Ronald Darby would look better in number 22 rather than 35. Set season goal. We're gonna be honest. We're gonna say 7 wins, which honestly for this team, that's not terrible. It's not terrible. Getting ready for our matchup with the Eagles, we have a couple of upgrades. Dwayne Haskins has an upgrade, and he's got a strong arm one. Gonna give him a +2 to medium accuracy, 1 to awareness. So medium is now in the 80s, which is good. Cole Holcomb, a guy that actually could see the field a little bit. Oh my elf. What the hell is going on there? 1 acceleration, 4 awareness. Ew. That's a bit bad. As far as some of the other guys, we do have some big name guy upgrades as well. Deron Payne, pretty good block shedder. I think we should continue with block shedding. We'll do another block shed in here. +1 to block shed, 3 to tackle. I don't know how I feel about that. Not even going to worry about zone coverage with Landon Collins, honestly. Just give him run support. And that's a decent looking upgrade. Obviously, mainly in man coverage, which, you know, his coverage stats are a little bit better than I thought. Okay, I mean, he's not great in coverage, but I can work with that. Reuben Foster gets, you know, a pretty modest upgrade. Montez Sweat, you already know it's going to go to speed rusher. He's the definition of a freaking speed rusher. +2 to finesse. That is a big upgrade. Look at that speed. We also have an upgrade for Steven Sims. Give him a deep threat, which puts him in a scheme fit. He gets +3 to release. That is a big upgrade for a guy that's lacking in the release already. And then Brandon, superstar development sheriff with a power upgrade. That looks absolutely terrible, but luckily he's not. We also have Chase Young. I did not think that. Will he get an ability? Actually, he won't. If you didn't know, he's an X Factor. Shocker, spoiler. And he gets a +1 to speed. That's a nice upgrade. 86 speed now. Look at this guy. Oh my. Here we go. Week 1 of easily the craziest NFL season in history. Washington's going through changes. The league's going through changes. And we're probably about to lose 50-0 in week 1. But this should be a good one. A lot of quick cuts. You know, that's how you know something is good, because there's a lot of quick cuts. And, of course, it's going to be a challenging one. Of course, if the Eagles can stay healthy, they are one of the best rosters in the league. Terry McLaurin, obviously the #1 receiver on this team. Hands down, no questions asked. But it is entering year 2. Entering a different coaching regime. You never know what the direction could be. It might be more of a running style offense. Maybe they want to go to the bigger names, the bigger guys anyways. You know, the Antonio Golden, Gandy Golden words. I would say Thaddeus Moss, but he's really not that big, to be honest. He's kind of on the shorter side technically for a tight end. But the kick is underway, and Goodwin, I guess COVID isn't as scary as he thought. He was on the opt-out. He's back. And, of course, like we said, with that Eagles offense, scary stuff. Carson Wentz, obviously a very good quarterback when he's actually out on the field. And, unfortunately for us, he's kind of out on the field. All right, that offensive line, really solid. Our D-line, very solid, too. Chase Young gets off his block, but unfortunately, I would assume Miles Sanders on the play who looked injured on the very first snap, but he's not. Gets away with a nice cut move left. And over the middle. Nice 9-yard gain to Deshaun Jackson, I believe. I can't tell. A lot of new names in Philadelphia. Looks like Deshaun Jackson. I'm going to assume it's Deshaun Jackson. Trying to push the line to the left, and a really good job by Reuben Foster to blow that up. And only a gain of 2. Thomas Davis Sr., the new addition to the team. An older guy, but a veteran. Able to teach some of those younger guys. Chase Young, speaking of one of those younger guys, comes up with a nice play. The draft class of the Washington football team. Second round pick, none. But that first round pick is obviously amazing. Of course, going against one of the league's best tackles. Not going to be an easy day for him. Gets a little pressure, and unfortunately on 3rd and 7, Fuller all over it, but able to be hauled in by Deshaun Jackson. That is hurtful. Of course, a former Washington football team player himself, returning back to his old team in Philadelphia. Going to go with a nice play action. Why wouldn't you? And inside, really good find. Darby beats. Try to blow it up, and it's a little bit of a counter. Luckily, he gets tripped up. This defensive line is doing a pretty good job so far, considering the offensive line they're playing, and Miles Sanders coming off of a very, very nice rookie season. And picked off by Thomas Davis Sr. Can't really take it too far, but obviously a super good start on defense, at least turnover-wise, of course. We were starting to let up a decent bit of yards there, and Thomas Davis took the ball away, thankfully. Dwayne Haskins coming off of an okay showing. Just got to stay healthy himself, and he could do special things. This team could surprise people. Bryce Love in the backfield on the first play. And that is not a route that we thought he was going to sit down on. And a very first play interception. Unfortunately, already seen with the lack of preseason game time can do to a team. Thomas Davis in perfect coverage. He's kind of just throw this one out. Try to throw it away, but he gets a little bit to Dallas Goedert. Of course, don't worry about it. Teammates trying to pump Dwayne Haskins up. Really a fault on probably Dwayne. Technically, Landon, you got to get that hit stick. Really need that hit stick. I swear that was a full drag across, but I think it was maybe he was supposed to stop. Spin on the inside for Sweat. Quick throw yet again. They're just chunking away at us here. And there is a huge hit by Landon Collins right up the middle. How does Miles Sanders hold on to that? Oh, my Lord. And that's a double team for Sweat. And there is no one in sight. Apke misses the tackle. And Darby brings him down, but he's all the way to the 3. And of course, Miles Sanders has no one on him, but we're just hoping we can get there in time if it's not a run. And we miss hard, but Sweat is able to contain on the edge down to the 1. So far, we've done pretty good on the ground. We've done pretty well stopping the ground game. It's just the pass game. We have to give him a little bit of cushion with Deshaun. He's still got that speed. And Reuben Foster blows up the play, gets the tackle for a loss. And it's now a 3rd and goal from the 2. Of course, we pretty much can accept that they're probably going to score, but if that score can only be 3, that would be monstrous. And here, Reuben Foster with yet another play. Technically, probably a tackle for a loss. Huge defensive stop. Going to still play the D-line because they are actually going to go for this at the 2. Maybe they're trying to get us offside. I don't know. No, they're going to go for it. And the fullback scores. Unfortunately, great play call by them. They get it on 4th and 2. All right, we're going to start out with a run here, and I really wish Bryce wasn't the guy we're running with to start because he was on the return. Bryce Love finding some room and running right into Darius Big Play Slay, but still a first down. Quick little audible. Back to the ground game. Bryce Love finding some room, slips away. Gets away from Darius Slay and then runs it almost for the first down. And now we know the man in the backfield now, Mr. Adrian Peterson. Going to get the handoff now, and he's got some room himself. Gains about 6. Right now the line is blocking really, really well. But you can't only go to the ground. You got to pass the ball every once in a while. Going to throw that inside. A little dangerous, but Gandy Golden, big body, expect him to catch those. I mean, hell, if he doesn't, I don't know what's the point of having him on the field. If he's slow and he can't catch, what's the point? Regardless, gets the first down. Almost. Not really. Throwing it a little deep there. Terry McLaurin with the play. Gains 23, and that will be the end of the first quarter. A very interesting game. Defense has played pretty well considering. And yes, on the last play, Sims did have the option. So definitely on Sims, not Haskins after all. So this time we're going to change it because we don't want him to have the option. And here, Gandy Golden a little outside. Good enough of a throw. First down. Cameramen getting excited with their telescopes out there. Jesus, relax, lads. You're going to kill somebody. I was about to say kill a man, but yeah, women aren't safe either. Little sit-down route, and because the throw was inside and actually gave Thaddeus the momentum for the score, really good decision by Dwayne Haskins there. Great reaction time by Moss, though, because obviously if he doesn't react to that ball being thrown so far inside, it's not going to be a touchdown. Great play. Huge, and I mean huge bounce-back drive for the offense. Tying the game up at 7-all. Chase Young, nice spin inside, and Montez Sweat, same thing. So far, the 3-4 is not looking terrible for us. We're looking pretty good here. And it's a screen pass. Don't see it, but thankfully, Jonathan Allen blows the play up. Sniffing Wentz, anus. Do what you want because you got a sack. And it wasn't Thomas. It was, who was that? To the outside. Ooh, a little risky there. It's a good play, though, by Aaron Colvin. We will force a punt. We actually forced them to loss of 3 on the play, or on the drive. That's really impressive. Defense, once again, a very big contributor to our chances of having a good season. It's probably 70-30 defense, honestly. Going to cut it back right. Bryce Love's season opening. Takes it for a gain of 25. What an awareness heads-up play. To the outside. That's a little rough and kind of a 50-50 ball. Safer to Antonio Gandy's side, though. We're going to take a quick throw to Moss here, who's going to get about 8. And now Antonio Gibson's chance. First time to run the ball. Up the middle will just about get it. Nice first down. So far, line is holding up tremendously well. I think we're going to take a deep shot here to McLaurin. I'm going to take that. We're taking this. And McLaurin holds on for the touchdown. Gets the play over Maddox. Definitely not a matchup I would have really favored for us there. A very fast guy, but I seen the safety move. Dwayne Haskins finds the play. Perfect throw. Only in a spot where Terry McLaurin could get it. That was amazing. An amazing play. The big play of the day. What a play by Scary Terry. So far, a major upset alert here as we see a 14-7 lead. That is impressive to the outside. Thomas Davis barely covers it. Aaron Colvin in position. 50-50 ball. Luckily, no pass interference. Of course, I felt like we were in position, but you just never know. Did get a little grabby there, both sides. Called it fair play, and there you go. And hit as he's thrown. His defensive line, the interior, man. Ioannidis this time. Last time, Jonathan Allen on the screen. This time, Ioannidis. Sweat. Let's see if he can get a play. Swim move, great one. And maybe enough to force an early throw. Gain 7. Obviously going to be a punt situation. Very high potential, but also dangerous play. Going to go with the quick slants. Oh, that is a really good... If he would have held on to that, that would have been insane. Really good acceleration by the defender. Did not expect him to actually even chase that, and he did. Right down the middle. Thaddeus Moss holds on for a gain of about 40. What a find by Dwayne. Great catch by Thaddeus. Offense is looking decent. Bryce Love on the inside handoff. Gonna gain a lot of yards, actually. Bryce Love is looking spry. I don't even know if that's the word to use because, you know, once again, I don't know words. RPO seem tough. The defense seems like they can react quickly. There you go. Scary Terry drops it. Gonna throw that over the middle. Antonio Golden What do you guys want me to call him? Golden? What about Antonio Golden Gandy? A-G-G? Ag? That's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm going to do that now. Inside, Terry McLaurin. Wow, he hits the throw as he's being sacked. Dwayne Haskins is absolutely crushing it right now in the regular season debut. Dwayne Haskins going to take off. I tried to slide. Probably be a decent idea to learn all the controls before playing our first game. You know, it is what it is. Antonio Gibson getting a chance up the middle. Tries to run a man over. Kind of does. Down to the 2. And Rollier. I get your name is Rollier, but could you not Rollier yourself onto our star running back? Thanks, man. And star might have been a little premature. Is he short? What a great pull by the guard, but not enough as we're short. I think you got to go for this. All right, Dwayne. You got a pretty big body on you. It's weird to say, but here we are. Dwayne Haskins gets absolutely blown up by Fletcher Cox. We knew there was a chance that could happen. I still think we make that play 10 times out of 10. You got to go for it there from the 1. You know, if they didn't go for it from the 2, they wouldn't have their 7 points. And especially when Thomas Davis is doing stuff like that. Safety on the play. That is huge. Instead of having a 7-point score there, we get 2. However, slide there, try to fall. We do get the last drive most likely in the half. But obviously it comes down to how we perform on this drive. And Antonio, it's not Gandy, Gibson. We really need to get rid of one of these guys. I'm gonna have an aneurysm by the end of this series. Of course, trusting Terry McLaurin, who I believe gets the feet down. A little bit of a wide throw there, and I believe, yes, it is a first down. The left foot is the questionable one, in my opinion. He gets them both. What a play. All right, Steven Sims. I don't know if he's gotten a catch yet. Would really like to see one from him. And there is not it. How in the world did he get to that? Bryce Love is trying to catch him, and he does. What the hell? Second interception by Pierre Lewis. That is just unfortunate. Oh, my. I still think Dwayne Haskins is having a good game. It's just anytime we go to Sims, it's been picked off so far. Sweat completely locked in. They're just going short every single time. Inside. And that's a good find. Huge hit. Can't get it down, though, and that's going to be a touchdown. Yikes. Only thing separating the teams is a safety. All right, Bryce Love on the screen. They do not see it at all. Really good maneuvering by Bryce, who also gets out of bounds smartly. Could have maybe went Golden Gandy. Instead, we're going to take Thaddeus Moss a little late, but still plenty of time there. Good job, Moss, reacting to it. Say what you want about us throwing picks and all that. We're still in a good spot to win this. We're, playing pretty well overall. Terry McLaurin on the slant is going to get the first, we'll call it timeout. Little RPO action. I don't like to see that corner creeping there. We could have taken it, but I just don't trust the corner. And Gibson, little room there. We'll let the clock run a little bit here. Just don't want them to have a chance with the ball either. Maybe could have taken McLaurin. Sims gets the first down. Finally, a ball that Sims isn't picked. Would like to run the ball again with Gibson, but we just don't have the timeouts for it. Really good play by the lineman to block there. We're going to have to let this clock go because got to make sure we have enough time. Oh, that clock is completely gone. That's going to just be a field goal. It's fine, though. We didn't really get the openings we wanted either. And that could be a miss. I like that it's actually kind of hard to kick a field goal now. I like it. 19-14, first half score between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. That is far and above better than we expected to come out of that first half. You look at the stat line, and really the only thing keeping them in it is the takeaways. Obviously, Thomas Davis had one for us. Really, really good stuff by him. Kind of set us up early there, and we're kind of riding off that early points high. Got to finish better here in the second half for sure, which, of course, we do start with the ball. So if we can even get a field goal on this drive, that would be clutch. Bryce Love going to be the return man again. He's had a pretty good run of it so far. Yeah, maybe not in the kickoffs per se, but he gets to the 25. It's, you know, we can't really ask for much more. We also really need to make sure he's not in on the freaking first call on offense every time. Little inside look. Terry McLaurin dropping the ball. I know he's having a great game, don't get me wrong, but he's dropping the ball too much. Shallow cross. Terry McLaurin, see if he's got that look. Kind of does. We're just have to take Gandy Golden. He gets about 5. Little hook type of play. And Moss is open, but the throw is short. And Darius Slay is going to pick it off for the Eagles' 3rd interception of the game. Good reaction time by Slay, but the ball definitely was not thrown as far as it should have been. And that's going to leave them with very good field position here. Of course, D-line really hasn't been winning too much, and it's going to be a coverage sack for Ioannidis. And there's nobody over there, and it's a miss and a half by Collins. Fuller got absolutely torched. I don't know what just happened, but that was a blown play. They're going to go for it here. Back of the end zone, can't get to it, and I think his right foot was out. All right, going to take that look and gain about 6 to the right side. You got Fletcher Cox over there. Not super confident about that one, but here we are. Gibson tries to get some. Doesn't get any yards there, really? That seems harsh. Also have the double move over the middle for Moss. And we get Gandy Golden wide open over the middle, thankfully. Bringing up to the line of scrimmage. Changing the play slightly, though. And by slightly, I mean completely. Terry McLaurin wide open over the middle and just going to avoid a hit. Honestly, this team doesn't need any injuries. Why take a hit you don't need? We were going to go with the run, but I think we're going to go with the play action look. And that could be a touchdown for Moss. And it is. Dives into the end zone. Slay does not get there in time, and Moss gets his 2nd touchdown of the game. What an audible. Saw the blitz. Knew he would have just enough time with the running back picking up a block if he needed to. And unfortunately for them, they just got a slower defensive end covering Thaddeus Moss down the field. Dives into the end zone. What a play. Got to give it up to the young man. He has been playing outstandingly. Should have taken that sooner, and Sims drops the ball. Maybe had Sprinkle in the back of the end zone. Both teams unsuccessful on 2-point conversion attempts. And look at Lane is ready. And picked off by Aaron Colvin, who could take this back. He will. Not a good decision at all. Terrible play by Carson Wentz. Just absolutely gave that away. And now we're sitting pretty. 3rd and 15 after a failed run and a sack. Chase Young trying to spin, gets absolutely destroyed there, unfortunately. But, of course, they're just going to take the chuck-out play. I'm not really sure why, because that line was holding up well. Sims right down the middle of the field, maybe. Had the chance, but we take it. It's Scary Terry who makes an amazing catch. And I know they look like they have it ready. Yeah, they're ready to go, but I believe in this line. And rightfully so, this line has played insanely well. There's really not much more that could be said. I really wish we would see Peterson a little more. In general, we haven't really run the ball a lot, though, so I'm not going to blame it. Bryce Love patiently waits for his block. Gains 5. Gibson, this play I'd probably rather see Peterson on right up the middle. And Gibson, you get a little excited there. You see that lane. You know, the lineman gave a spot. There was a bit of a spot there, a chance. Good he is on stamina. Can't even see it. Nice. Pitch to the outside. Really good blocks. Somehow caught from behind. It's going to be inches. This is a tough decision. Do we give it to the man himself, the GOAT, Adrian Peterson? We do, and he easily gets it. Felt maybe they would think we would go with that again. I was going to maybe go with the pitch, but they kind of looked to cover the outside more than that. Peterson, inside move down to the 1. And now I think we will go back to that QB sneak look. It's first down. As long as you hold on to the ball, there's no wrongdoing here. And they do make the stop, unfortunately. QB sneak's not really working out for us. All right, going to go with a triple option here from the 1. And the fullback, it's the right call, but they stop that as well. Thaddeus across for his 3rd. Thaddeus for his third touchdown of the game. Thaddeus Moss, live it up, young man. Dwayne Haskins barely getting the throw off and barely fitting it in there. Really good job by, who was that? Jayon? It's not Jayon Brown. What Brown is that? I'm trying to think. I know who it is. I just don't know who it is. I'm sorry. No points in the first, and then almost 20 in both the second and the third quarters. Of course, if history repeats itself here, very good chance we do score 0 in the fourth. So if we can score 19 in the second and 20 in the third, they can do the very well same, you know. And Sweat gets off there, but not until after he gets pushed down. Oh, my. Thankfully, the ball took him out of bounds because, oh, my, he had some real estate. Still, though, a huge gain. Great job by Carson Wentz there. Got to get some pressure. Come on. Good job by Chase. Unfortunately, they're going to push him inside on their own doing. Miles Sanders gains about 11. I think the pass rush is doing fine, considering who they have on their offensive line. Decently well into the outside. Ertz he just absolutely torched it there. Their D-line has been winning. Good little turnaround by Collins to, you know, prevent any run to the right. Montez Sweat dropping back. Chase Young on the edge. And he doesn't cut back in, but a really good job by Rubin, who's made plays like that all day. Of course, it's going to still be a first down, but he had some room there. Got to be careful. Push everyone on that side. Maybe take a step in. No, we're going to just drop. To the outside. You got to move up, boys. Got to move up. Carson's going to roll out. Really doesn't have anywhere to go. Somebody's going to step up. Apke does, but it's going to be a touchdown. Nobody stepped up on Carson. Everyone's been looking for that throw because obviously he hit a few of them, but he just takes it. You know, a bit of a time-consuming drive. Took about 4 minutes off the clock there, but still, obviously plenty of time considering all they need is a stop or two, and they're in the situation of making my dreams crumble. Now here's the test. Can we be a team that finishes? And that just did not work at all. Gandy Golden loses 6. Barnett absolutely sold on the tight end of Thaddeus, but that was a huge play by him there. Speaking of Thaddeus. And that is a monster drop, Thaddeus. You got to catch that, dude. You've been our guy all afternoon. You still are our guy. But I need you to catch that one, buddy. One with a pump fake there. And Love holds on. What a throw. What a catch. That was really good coverage, but Bryce just barely got there. Once again, the huge MVP of this game, it's not Thaddeus, it's not Terry, it's not Haskins, it's the offensive line. They have played outstandingly well right now. Of course, there was plays where the ground game was, you know, blown up. A couple of goal line situations, would have liked a little bit better pushing, but overall, this line has played well. Those additions were huge. They were huge. And Gibson cuts it back, finds some room, gains about 10. Inside back to Gibson. Could definitely run a slant, but once again, just play it smart. Even if you don't gain any yards, it's fine. In which we do. We gain about 3 or 4. Moss is open, but wow. Barnett has been really tricky today. He has been really tricky. Is that Terry? That is Terry, who will get the first down. Gonna try to ice this game out. Just keep running. And he falls forward. Gains about 6. I'll just go right down the middle. Right down the middle, the old Pete. The old Peterson gets the first. Adrian Peterson back in there, of course, RPO, but there's just no chance we throw this ball. It's going to Peterson no matter who's coming off the edge there. And Adrian fights hard, gets about 9. What a play. Second and inches from the 6. We're going to go with the fullback dive, which we do not get, really. Screw, we're going to go right back to the guy. I don't even care. Right back to him. And he gets it. There you go. That now, of course, will officially be the game. We will kneel this thing out. Obviously not, you know, the rivalries. It's a big rivalry, but we're not gonna spark any fisticuffs by trying to score a touchdown here. Supposed to social distance ourselves. Just like we did from their scoreboard with 39 points. Let's go. Win on the column. Be hype, boys. I love it. This young team definitely has a lot to be proud of on this one. This was a good one. It was a scrappy one. There was some tough interceptions, some tough defensive breakdowns, but overall, we persevered, and we, of course, come out with a 1-win lead on the division. 12-point lead, definitely a deserved win. Thomas Davis, huge interception in the early point of the game. Like I said, definitely a momentum shifter, even that early. And, of course, I forgot, he also had the safety, man. Thomas Davis had a bit of a game. Of course, kind of disappeared a little bit in the second half, but we didn't really need him. You know, defense just played well in general. What a stat line, though. Holy crap, there's a lot more yards than I thought. Good stuff, team. Be proud, boys, be proud. And we came out, you know, injuryless. Both teams, I believe, injuryless. Which is weird to say it that way, but I did. Of course, looking at the stat line, both QBs threw their fair share of interceptions. Dwayne Haskins, 4 touchdowns, 3 picks, 105.8 passer rating. 67% completion, 367 touchdowns, of course, 4 touchdowns, which is massive. Gibson, 13 for 73. No touchdowns, but really good running. Same with Bryce. Peterson was pretty damn good, too. Overall, just a really good game for pretty much everyone on offense. Looking at the receivers, Scary Terry had a great game, of course. Huge catch for the touchdown. Thaddeus Moss, huge catch for the touchdown. 3 big touchdowns. Could even get a breakout. Gandy Golden had his fair share. Sims, 2 for 16. Definitely someone we have to be careful about because 2 times we threw to him, both intercepted. So 2 out of 4 shots intercepted. Bryce Love, 2 for 41. Huge third down conversion. Looking at the defensive stats, Ioannidis and Allen with sacks combined for 3. Unfortunately, Chase Young didn't really get much. Sweat pressured a decent bit. Interceptions, Thomas Davis with 1. Colvin with 1. Kevin Pierre-Louis with 2, and Slay with 1. And yeah, I mean, just a really solid game. Try to limit those interceptions in the future, but I mean, to throw 3 picks against the Eagles and still win, that's an impressive one. Like, I don't care what anyone says, that is good. Of course, if there's one thing you guys probably hated from last year for me, it's that I didn't sim to week 2 every time we were done with the game because I wanted to save the shock and awe of a potential breakout for the next episode, so I apologize for that. But anyways, this was week 1 of the regular season. I thought it was a blast. I mean, I had a blast. Definitely a fun game in this one. You know, before playing this matchup, I was not gonna lie, not really liking the gameplay of Madden. I definitely think the skill gap is starting to fade a little bit. There was a lot of plays where I didn't feel like I was in control, whether it was user-wise or animation-wise. But as far as a franchise standpoint, I actually really loved that experience. I don't know about online head-to-head, but franchise against the AI, that was actually a bunch of fun. And of course, we did get the win. That's the most important thing. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, maybe leave a like and subscribe. Maybe follow me on Twitter at Jeromepkr. Check out the second channel, PKR Plays, and tonight we'll be doing a stream around 9, maybe 10 p.m. Central Standard Time of Madden 21 for the release, at least the early release, of the game. So join me on twitch.tv/JeromePKR if you would like to. Regardless, thanks for watching. We will have a rebuild out later today. You're probably like, what? Rebuild as well? Who is this guy? Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video,